Picture this. I upgraded my dating profile with my best friend's photos, watched matches roll in like confetti, and then, 48 hours later, she walked into my date wearing sneakers and introduced herself like a receipt I hadn't asked for. Hi, I'm Liv, your chronically online host, and every day we talk about life, relationships, internet chaos, bad decisions, awkward moments, and all the things that spiral way faster than they should. Today, I am confessing the most performative thing I did to get a date. Spoiler, it backfired spectacularly. Okay, setup, my selfie game was honest but boring. My friend, let's call her Maya, has the kind of photos that make strangers ask for skincare tips. She sent me rooftop pics after a night out and jokingly wrote, "Use one if you want." I read that as permission, not as don't weaponize my face, and made the worst marketing decision of my life. I swapped in 3 of her photos, tuned my bio to sound like the person those photos implied. Less, I snack at midnight, and more, I love indie shows and going on long walks. And suddenly, my inbox looked like an all-access VIP line. I felt equal parts giddy and like I'd committed a small identity theft misdemeanor. And then the text got real. On Wednesday, he messaged, "You free Friday? Coffee 7?" And I stared at my phone like it was a pop quiz. My brain went into triage. Should I cancel, confess, or learn to be photogenic in 1 week? I chose improv. For a week, I answered in a voice that wasn't mine, curated playlists I'd never touched, and even practiced someone else's laugh in the shower. Small lies stacked into a scaffold of ridiculousness, until the scaffolding creaked. Pre-date, Maya and I had a covert production, outfit checks over texts, a half-serious coaching session where she sent a selfie with the caption, "Throw on this color, trust me," and my friends acting like producers. No necklace, yes the jacket. It felt conspiratorial and dumb in the best possible way. Red flags popped up. Sam mentioned a coffee shop Maya used to work at, and there were mutual friends in his feed. I waved those off like someone doing amateur first aid on an ethical bruise. Small world, I told myself. That was denial wearing a cute outfit. The restaurant was the kind where the lights are flattering and the bread basket is dangerously encouraging. Sam arrived, charming, easy, and we started the tiny dance of getting to know you. Then he asked a perfectly normal question that required actual lived experience. "What's the last exhibit you saw?" I panicked and said, "Oh, the modern wings?" I loved the light installation, which, fun fact, I had never actually visited. I felt my answers wobble like a house of cards in a wind tunnel. And then the universe, because it has a sitcom sense of humor, sent Maya through the front door. She walked in talking to an old coworker and wearing the exact sneakers she joked about the week before. My face did that cartoon thing where it tries to deflate through the floor. Maya saw us, paused like she was calculating outcomes, and then came straight over with a smile that said, "This could be awkward or viral. Both are entertaining." I waved like someone trying to pretend this was all on schedule while my internal monologue typed out apology drafts at 87 words per minute. She slid into the booth, Sam did that polite small world double take, and I attempted introductions that sounded like legal fiction. Maya tried to help by saying, "Oh hey, I think we matched once, small dating app world." And then, for maximum mercy, or maximal betrayal depending on perspective, she forwarded into the convo a screenshot from our group chat where we'd been roasting my choices. If humiliation had a soundtrack, mine was the ping of that forwarded message and the cascade of laughing emojis lighting up my phone on the table. I produced a cover story that made 0 sense and sounded like something you'd hear in a cheesy sitcom. Sam's face scaled from amused to confused to, honestly, a little bruised. Here's the merciful part. Maya roasted me on the spot, which somehow diffused the drama, because we all laughed. Sam appreciated the honesty, eventually, and left with a polite handshake and a story he would file under strange but memorable. Maya and I walked home laughing and vowing revenge in the form of a terrible brunch hairstyle. Friendship 1, ego 0.
Lessons learned, fast and slightly embarrassing. 1. Casual permission is not blanket permission. Ask clearly. 2. Crafting a persona online is fun until reality RSVPs to the party. 3. If you fake confidence, be ready for someone to show up with photographic evidence. And 4. Your friends will film your fall and then help you up after they finish the caption. A quick responsible note. Names and identifying details here are changed. Maya and I talked after the fact. She's fine, and mostly vindictive in the way friends should be. We confirmed consent and set boundaries. Don't drag people into your glow-up without explicit permission. Lesson learned the hard way. All right, if this made you laugh, squirm, or quietly admit you might have once used a filter as a personality trait, do me a favor. Leave a review or send a voice note with your own photo fraud confession. I read them, I laugh at them, and sometimes I read them on the show. Subscribe, tell a chaotic friend, and keep the content coming. If today's episode made you laugh or feel slightly better about your own life choices, then my job here is officially done. Stay chaotic. Love live.